here from Happy Healthy Women, and I'm here with the most beautiful Adrienne Enns, who, if you are familiar with Happy Healthy Women, you will know her. Adrienne is the Chief Joy Curator of May You Know Joy, and she is also the author of this beautiful book, Intentional Days, which was just launched. And so we're here, we're going to chat with Adrienne and hear all about what she's got going on in her new book.
It's been like a work in progress over, I'd say, like 5 more years, and it's just had different incarnations. Like I remember after I wrote the first draft, somebody's like, now you have to do the second draft. And I was like, what? And now when I think about it, it's like countless drafts later, but I just wanted to include my story. I wanted to talk about what it means to be intentional. That's the question I get a lot. People are like, we've heard this word, but we don't really know what it means. And then the other thing they tell me is they're busy and they're overwhelmed. So they're like, how do we do it? So it's like, I want to give you really simple practices. And then I enjoyed creating those cards so much. So the back is a whole new set of intentions that I think are just an evolution of those first ones. I think they're a little more raw, a little more sassy. So it's fun to share those too.
So one of the things that I realized when I was reading the book was that, and I've heard your story before, you've spoken at our summits, but I was really, I guess, impressed and inspired by how courageously you share a not so easy story to share.
I think, like, to oversimplify, there are 2 reasons. It's important to me to share that story, period. Just because I've learned that by sharing it, I heal and other people heal. I didn't hear those kinds of stories when I was struggling with addiction, so I think it's important that we talk about these kinds of things. And then the other thing is, like, with my company being called May You Know Joy, people just seeing that, they just equate it with being happy all the time, being joyful all the time. And so I kind of wanted to dispel that myth too. It's like, I learned to be intentional by going through this horrible struggle. So I had to learn it. It didn't have a name. I was just like, I need to do this to get by, So it's also a way for me to let the reader know if they're going through something or struggling with something. It doesn't have to be the same thing, but like, we're all in this together, and it's the journey that teaches us. It's not just some be happy all the time book.
Right. I love that.
When I was recovering from addiction, I just started to realize, like, I had to think about how much energy I put into substance abuse. Do you know what I mean? Like, and just everything around it. And I was like, imagine if I put all this energy into creating a life that I really loved. And I finally felt worth it and inspired to do that. So to me, being intentional is like, I'm gonna choose how I'm gonna show up. So it looks different all the time, right? So it could be, how am I gonna show up in this conversation with you? How am I gonna show up today? How am I gonna show up this year or in life in general? So it's just this practice of being mindful and being aware and taking action. So also, instead of like reacting to the whole world, which is how I used to live, it's more like, how do I want to respond to it in a way that feels really truthful and authentic and meaningful?
You are our golden sponsor for the Pure Expansion Summit.
Yes.
I cannot think of anyone better.
So excited.
So we are doing a bunch of things. We have the book on, people can purchase the book in advance and get a signed copy from you.
Yes.
So you're going to be signing books on the spot.
Yep.
You're going to be leading us through an intention session.
Yes.
What else? What can we expect?
That pretty much sums it up, but I'm just so excited about that because, well, I've been to many summits. So the Healthy Happy Women community has just been amazing and supportive of my journey, but they've also shared so much of their journey with me. So yeah, to share this book with them, like as part of the ticket sales, is really cool. And then also, to open up the day to share in that way, to set an intention together, and then to sign their books just means a lot to me to share it with this group. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity and super excited about it.
This book, Intentional Days,
Yes.
you can purchase this on Amazon if people want a copy that are not coming to the summit.
Yes, so it's on Amazon.com, Amazon.ca. For anybody in the States, it's on the Barnes & Noble website and also here on the Chapters Indigo website.
So amazing. I love you. I love this book.
Love you too.
I can't wait to get through the rest of it.
Enjoy.
You're amazing.
So are you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Action.
You're well. Okay.
Perfect. We got it. And done.
Sorry, I had to get that one out.